Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Overlord Lord of Nazarick video. In this video, we'll be talking about the new character that have been added to the game, and she's a Sapphire character. She's an idol, which is Shalltear. We had her on the event notes yesterday that she's coming, and we have her event up here, and you can go and absolutely summon for her with her Arclight. Absolutely a fantastic unit. Now she's the top priority on any account. If you were rerolling or saving, she's worth it. She's worth it. You can go and summon for her. She's one of the highest damage dealers, especially for bossing in the future. If you want to go and fight bosses, she'll be the most unit to be used there because of her damages that ramps up and it stacks up and it cannot be dispelled and it can stay for the end of the battle. So the character, we'll be talking about her. Here we go, Shalltear, Idol Shalltear. Absolutely fantastic, love the art, absolutely great. Now, we have her at a very high attack and she has a high HP, so she can survive a little bit, which is good for a character that is a mage. And you know, as mages, their attack is not that high, but her attack is higher than regular mages. And she's an AoE damage dealer and she finishes. She's a finisher. It means the lower you go on HP, the more that she deals damage. And the downside of her that she doesn't have a lot of defense, similar to Aura that we had, and she doesn't have a lot of magical defense, and her speed is relatively low. But that will not make her a bad unit since you can still protect her with different characters, which is absolutely great. She doesn't have a crit rate build, so she's not high on crit as any mage, but you can build her on crit rate because she has a high crit damage. But we don't want to build her on crit rate specifically. You can play her just on damage, and raw damage will absolutely do her justice. We'll be talking about everything that you can use on her to make her even stronger with her relics. Let's talk about her passive first. So her passive, not that complicated, it's easy and simple. So it's a buff for herself, and upon using any active skill, like the first skill, the second skill, or the ultimate, gains 1 stack of fan admiration. We're gonna explain that for each enemy below 50%. So if your enemy is going below 50%, every enemy on the battlefield will give her 1 fan admiration. At 5 stacks, Fan Admiration unleashes Heartbreak Hex. We'll be talking about Heartbreak Hex. It's one of the most important things or utilities for her in the game. Now, Fan Admiration, a buff that increases damage dealt by 5% per stack, stacking up to 5 times. This buff cannot be dispelled, which is absolutely fantastic. So it goes up to 25%, which is great, and it cannot be dispelled. You cannot block this. So Heartbreak Hex deals the magical damage equal to 120% attack to the enemy, 125%, I think, because 125 attack, it's just not logical. It's 25% of attack to that enemy with the lowest HP percentage, and gains 100% base chance to inflict magical defense down on the target for 2 rounds, which is great, so you can synergize there with other magical users. After dealing damage, gains 50% basic chance to inflict healing block for 2 rounds, and remove all stacks of Fan Admiration after unleashing Heartbreak Hex. So Heartbreak Hex will deal extra damage when you have it at 5 stacks with Fan Admiration. So Fan Admiration reaches 5 stacks, she unleashes Heartbreak Hex, and she deals magical defense down with a basic chance, of course, that it can be countered by ER, or you can use it more and you can absolutely apply it on the enemies if you have high EP. And she removes the stacks of Fan Admiration when she unleashes Heartbreak Hex. So at 5 stars, she gains 3% HP for each stack of Fan Admiration. Every time you get a Fan Admiration, she's gonna go and regenerate 3% of HP, which is good actually for her survivability as a lifesteal mechanic, as you can say. So at level 2, Heartbreak Hex is triggered every time an enemy dies, so you can trigger it even if you're not having 5 stacks of Fan Admiration, which is great on level 2, and gain stacks of Fan Admiration each time the enemy go below 80%. So it goes at level 5 at 80%, which should make her higher and more faster to ramp up damages. Now, her first skill, Showtime. So, deals magical damage equal to 100% of attack to a single target, okay? This is not AoE. Deals magical damage and it goes up to 120%, and deals damage equal to 150% attack and gain Fan Admiration at level 4. So at level 4, no matter what the HP is for your enemy, she will gain Fan Admiration if she attacked them with the first skill if you upgrade it to level 4, which is great. This will make her more consistent. So level 4 is super important on her skill tree when you go and upgrade her attacks. So her level 1 is another priority that you need to do that. If you got silence or something like that, you want to start with the first skill because it's an auto attack and it will gain or it will grant her fan admiration. Her passive, Masquerade of Love. So in the name of love, Shalltear strikes one primary enemy target and 3 random enemies. It's AoE on everybody. That's her second skill, which is great. Deals magical damage equal to 50% of attack. Now there's the nerf that it happens from China. On China, I think they nerfed her before they released it to us as well, because when she was brought to the game, she got 2 nerfs. She was at 150% of attack, then it went to 100 attack, then it's brought to us with 50% of attack because she was that broken on the Chinese servers. So gain 100% basic chance to inflict buff block on the primary target that lasts 2 rounds before dealing damage. So whenever you click on the enemy before you do the damage, you do buff block on them, so they will never gain any blocks for 2 rounds, which is great. Hitting a random target grants a 35% base chance to inflict buff block for 2 rounds. Again, so because it's AoE, there's a smaller chance for you to do buff block on everybody that she hits, which is great. Gains 1 stack of fan admiration when she unleashes this skill, which is great. Just like the first skill, but the first skill you need to level it to level 4. This one, it grants you 100% fan admiration no matter what. So at level 2, before hitting the primary target, gain 70% basic chance to dispel 2 buffs from the enemy. So you hit the enemy if they have 2 buffs on them. Before she does the attack, before she hits them with the damage, she dispels 2 buffs from them, which is great, especially if they have something like invulnerability, which is immunity to damage that we're gonna get later in the game. And right now, Pandora's Actor can grant you that. She can remove it and hit you and deal damage. Now, of course, if they have many buffs, it can be random because it's random 2 buffs that she can dispel. Before hitting a random target, gains 30% basic chance to dispel 2 buffs. Again, she can do it with the same as the buff block. She can do it with random with 35%. Now on level 5, before hitting, she has 100% basic chance to dispel 2 buffs. Before hitting random target, she has 50% basic chance to dispel 2 buffs and gain 1 stack of fan admiration for each buff dispelled, which is great. If the enemy has too many buffs and because she's slow, she's gonna go after them. If they grant buffs to each other, she can go at level 5 and you can hit them and you can get the 5 stacks immediately with her. Because with her skill, she's gonna get 1 by default, and if she removes 4, that's 5, it will trigger the Heartbreak immediately. Now her ultimate, and this is how you play it. Her ultimate is the most important one. You start the battle by hitting her ultimate, then hitting her C2, then hitting her combo 1, which is really great. This is how you play the combo rotation for her. Her ultimate, her second skill, then her first skill. So it's an AoE and it reduces TM, which is the best mechanic in the game. This is why she becomes a really good character for that. So gains 2 stacks of fan admiration before the skill can cast. So before you cast the skill, she gains 2 fan admiration. Great. Deals magical damage equal to 120% of attack to everybody. On 4 stars, which is the way to go. You need to get her. The minimum investment is 4 stars. You can grind 30 by going and upgrading her bonds. You're gonna get 30 shards of her. Hitting grants 100% basic chance to reduce target's turn meter by 10% and 2% for the numbers of stacks of admiration that you have. So if you have 5, that's another 10%, so it goes up to 20%. And this is after dealing damage. Of course, you deal the damage, it drops them on the turn meter, so you can go faster than them. I will make a whole video about turn meter and explain everything about it and how you can manipulate it. And you can also render your enemy useless. They can never go and attack you the entire time if you're playing a full TM team. So at 6 stars, gains 1 stack of fan admiration for each target whose turn meter is below 50%. So if they are lower than you, or if you lowered their TM to 50% or below, you can go and gain fan admiration for every single target. And it goes up the damage to 156%, and then the skill cooldown go to -1. Absolutely fantastic unit so far. Now, let's talk about her Arclight. So, her Arclight. Perfect idol, perfect indeed. Okay, so the EX exclusive move for her, each time using Heartbreak Hex, which we said that it explodes at 5 stacks, or you can explode it immediately with her passive, as we mentioned before, increases the attack by 7.5%, and it goes if you max it by 15%. And it stacks up to 5 times. The effect cannot be dispelled, gains 2 stacks of advantage. she gains 2 stacks in advantage. It means at the start of the battle, if you have her EX, she gains 2 stacks immediately. And if you have it at 6 stars, she's gonna get it at 30%. Now, stacking up 5 times, this is insane for a character. I mean, this is one of the most broken Arclights for a character that is so useful to them. The general effect is increase the AoE damage dealt by skill by 13%, deals an extra 7% of damage for that if there is 4 more targets. We don't care about that. You will never give the Arclight of her to somebody else because there is different Arclight with this but higher multipliers. This is at maximum, this is at lower. It's a must-have to have her Arclight. Even at 1 star, so the 7.5 stacking up 5 times is absolutely insane when you do Heartbreak Hex. And plus, she's gonna get it with an advantage. It means you're not gonna get it at 7.5. You're gonna get, at the start of the battle, 15% increase in attack, which is absolutely great. Now, how would we counter such team, or could we counter such thing? If you see her against you in arena, you pray to God to go and snipe her and kill her immediately, or she'll absolutely ramp up her damages. As you see, she increases her damage, she put you behind in turn meter, and she absolutely destroys your lineup and your team. So this is one character that you can counter with something else. So how do you counter it? By counter team. So if you have a counter team such as Brain, such as somebody that counters like Albedo, the Knight Albedo, anybody that you hit, they go and hit you, or before you hit, they start hitting you. This is the way how to counter her because of her low defense and low magical defense. But again, it's hard to go by with that, even if you have the counter team. This is the best team to counter her so far, or super speed team that can go and burst her. Other than that, she's very, very hard to kill. And they might go before you, and if they give her turn meter and they start before you, they will absolutely destroy you. Now, what is the best Arca or the best relics for her? So if we're gonna go to the shop, to the exchange shop, the best relics for her. First relic is the Executioner set, because it increases the damage by 20% if they have a debuff and you're gonna play her, and she's gonna inflict debuffs on the enemies, which is absolutely nice for her, and that will make her even deal more damages. Now, Crimson set is absolutely good as well, because she will deal, it gives you attack and she will deal a lot of damage, and 40% extra damage she will deal after the attack is ended, but the extra damage will not crit. Everything can crit, but the extra damage that you deal by the end will not crit. Now, another set that you can play with her, which is this set, the Vertmari set, because she will gain extra crit rate if you build her on crit rate, and there's a 40% chance to reduce the cooldown of her skill, so she can go and spam her ultimate or her second skill, which is absolutely nice. Now, of course, basic set is the Thunder set that deals extra damage when the characters are above 40% of HP, deals 20% extra damage, and it gives her attack, which is really good. I like this set very much. Another set that I like, which is the nullifying the 30% of their defense, so you can bypass his defenses, and it gives you a little bit of more crit rate as well. Another set would we play is something that gives attack as well. I think these are the best sets for her right now. I would highly recommend, if you want to play her on a set that absolutely goes and kills people, is this set, the Execution set, because you're gonna have debuffs on them, and then you're gonna deal extra damage with them, or you play them with the Thunder set. Thunder set is absolutely huge for her because they are high on HP. She deals a lot of damage. If you have her skill at 80%, at level 5, they go below 80%, she gets Fan Admiration, and you roll over from there. So this is one of the best sets to play on her, in my opinion. And yeah, that's basically it for her. This is how you play Idol Shalltear. Absolutely, I love her skills. I love how she looks. I love her Arclight. And for me, I don't think I might summon for her. I mean, we have 1 ticket. I can go for 10. I can make a multi. And as you see, at 0, so we have the wishes as well. If you get to 100 wishes, you're gonna get this star proof, which will guarantee you to pick a character of your own choosing. And there's a reset. After you do 70, you can reset and reset the skills of any character that you want and pick her up and go and put everything on her. I would say if you have the resources to go to 100, absolutely go for her. Some people were telling me that she was bugged with her pity. They were not getting her on her pity or her Arclight. They were getting a different Arclight and lost the 50-50. Then go and get another Arclight and lose the 50-50. So be careful. Wait a little bit if you want until we find a complete fix for her. I'm gonna do one multi for her. I'm not gonna go completely insufficient. Okay. I'm not gonna go completely on her. How much I can go? I can go to 43. I think I'm gonna go and purchase 9 for now, just to test my luck and check how much I can, if I can get her from one multi. That would be insane. And other than that, I'll be saving for more characters in the future. I know she's a must-have on an account. I wish I can have more diamonds to go and summon for her, but that's my luck. So hopefully, oh my god, nice animation. Can we get you just like on Albedo? We got an SSR immediately, and we didn't get her. Which is okay, I understand. She needs a lot of summons. I might commit and go all in for her. Should I? Or should I save and go for a different character? I'll do the 30. I'll do the 30. Why not? Why not? I'll leave 900 with me. So here we go. Let's go and try to get her. All right. Okay. I love how the summoning animation goes for her. Did we get anything? No. Okay, another 10. Alright, yeah, shake it. Shake it before you give me nothing. Come on, don't chaff me. Give me something, okay? That's the last multi. Hopefully we can get something. Come on, Shalltear, be nice to me. Be kind and come to Papa. Come on, please. Alright, we got nothing. I got shafted. But on the wishes, we got 300. We got 900 actually. Can I do another multi? If I got 900, let me go and check. Oh, I can buy 10 and I'll have nothing. I need to refresh stamina. I can get more. I can get more today. So I'm gonna go and do another multi. That's 50 for me. Can I get it with 50? Come on, Shalltear, come home. Don't tease me. Come on. I need another Shalltear on my account and we didn't get it. No. All right. Okay, 20 more, I get the reset, which I want actually on my account. So I'll try to get, how many days is she featured here? We still have 17 days, so I bet I can get another copy. I can get a copy of her on 7 days. And here we go. We have her this, and we got some diamonds. And of course, I'm gonna go and farm more diamonds because I'm gonna go and do everything possible on this account to farm more diamonds. Maybe I'll summon her on my on my stream today. I'm sorry I couldn't summon for you. I will not summon for you. I'm saving for a character that I want in the future. Maybe PDL, maybe Renner. Here we have 9. Okay, I think we can do 9 here. Let's go and do 9 here. Yes, convert 1 and we go and even here I get shafted. I get shafted everywhere. And how much SSR? What is this? I can claim. Meet the requirement to get an SSR character. I can claim. So I have you maxed. I don't have Evil Eye. I'm building Mari. Yeah, let's claim Mari. Here we go. And we can absolutely share. All right. Okay, Mari. Okay, we got a character. At least I didn't know that. You guarantee yourself at something? Okay. That's nice. 33 summons to guarantee me one again. A random one. And here, meet the required after 1,000 new world summons. I did 1,000 here. Oh my god, I should have picked PDL or Renner, but they didn't. They gave me something that I have. Select a character to join the team. This reward can only be claimed once. Okay, so here we go. I did 300, and at 1,000 I'll get another one. Okay, they increased it. So first time I didn't have these. It didn't have Albedo, it didn't have Momon, and now they had it and we got it. That's okay, that's fine with me. That was a good summoning session, and at 33 I'm gonna guarantee myself I'm gonna save for these because today I'm gonna go Demonic Tower and maybe get a little bit more. And yeah, that was it for the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Best luck for everybody, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.